Hello everyone, welcome back to the Options Professor podcast. This is Damien and today is Sunday, May 2nd. This is my weekly watch list and I've got, 4 stocks that I'm looking at on the bullish side, and then always trying to look for some bullish opportunities as well to even things out. And I've got 2 stocks on the bullish side that I'm watching today. So just as a reminder, these watch lists are only meant to be out for this week. So I'm only looking to play 1 to 2 weeks. As you can tell, I'm looking at an hourly chart, and that's about it. I'm not looking any longer than really those 1 to 2 weeks. And typically I'm playing week to week. So my preference would be to play these levels for this week and be able to sell credit against these levels. Okay, so this watch list is very specific to the students who follow me for credit spreads, selling premium, or potentially doing some debit spreads up to the target levels. All right, so just keep that in mind. This is not a long-term watch list, and these are always published every Sunday. I do recap how the watch list does on Friday, or how my personal trades have done Friday. But if you'd like to get even more contact with some of the trades that I'm doing, we're happy to have you join us inside of the Phoenix Room Trading Discord, and I'll put that link down below. So let's get started here on those 4 bullish stocks that I'm looking at. First one is LUV, LUV. And I've been watching airlines and travel lately. Just last week I took 2 flights on Southwest. Both were full, and one of them had no available seats. So full capacity last week. And as you can see here, I'm watching this stock to potentially hold really the 61 level. So 61 is way down here. There's a lot of support at 61. But if I would look at the 50 and the 200 moving average, they're also trending upwards. And 62 might be a real aggressive level for this to hold. But I'm watching this to hold either 61 or 62 and running up to potentially even 65 all the way up here, which is where, if we look a couple weeks ago, it hit a high of 64.75. And so I think it could probably test that. Now, most of the airlines' earnings are out of the way this week. I believe we still have United Airlines, Delta, American Airlines, all reported already. So this is one that I'll be watching. I don't expect that United Airlines would drop this, considering all the people picking up on their travel lately. All right, so number 2 on my bullish list is AXP and American Express. I've been playing some of the financials lately, either PayPal or Square, but I like American Express. I've been in and out of this in the past. I'm going to be watching this one. I'm not as confident with it, but I like the way that these moving averages are just kind of trending upwards. I would be watching the 150. So 150 level to hold support, and as you can see, it's right where that 50 moving average is. Okay, so I like that nice round number, the 150, potentially selling a put credit spread at that level. But it does have range all the way up to maybe 157, 156 up here, which is the top of my second standard deviation. That's what these lines are. Okay, so I believe that it has range to potentially move up there within the week and then hold the 150 level, which is the 50 moving average. 150 down here. All right, number 3 on my bullish watch list is BURL, Burlington Stores. And what I like about it is just hugging this 50 moving average. And if I can get it at 320. So this 320 level, as you can see here, is has been a good level of support over the past week, maybe in the past couple of weeks. So I'd like it to hold 320 on the bottom side, and it does have some range to potentially 330 or higher. So 330 at the top side, but it does have even more room to go depending on how the rest of this market goes. So I would be looking at this to sell a put credit spread down here at the 320 level, and just hopefully watch it run up to 330 through the week. And then the last one on my bullish list is p.m. and Philip Morris. I don't know how many people actually smoke cigarettes anymore, but I'm just watching this from a straight, what's happening with the pattern of the stock, and I see it hugging this 50 moving average. If it can hold, 93 really is a level I like to get some credit at. So I'll see if that's a possibility. It does have a little bit of a positive momentum here on the TTM and potential range up to 96. So I'm watching like that's 96. So it's going to hopefully trade within this range this week. And if I can get some credit at or sell some premium at the 93 level, I'll do that. All right. So that's the fourth one on my watch list for the bullish stocks. And then I've got two, like I said, on the bearish side. Always like to even it off. We can make money on the bearish side as much as we can make on the bullish side as well. So first one on my list is PINS, PINS, and they closed Friday at 66.37. I'm looking at this, the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average are above. And so I kind of see an opportunity to play maybe the 70 level, somewhere around here, 70 as being a resistance on the top side. I'm not 100% sure on this one. If you ask me comfort level with it, not 100% sure yet. I have to see what happens Monday when this thing opens up tomorrow morning. And if it starts to move up and breaks through 70, I think it potentially can move up to even back up to the 78 level. But if it starts to move downwards, I think it can run down to, around 64, right around here. Okay, so my target range is 70 to 64, and 70 being the upper resistance for this stock. And I'll be watching this for any momentum to see where the momentum takes it, whether it takes it a little bit higher or if it starts to take it down and then just melt off a little bit. But this is after earnings. This is the week after earnings, so we'll see how it responds. And then the last one I've got as my bearish watch list is a QS. And QS is, not a stranger to QS. I've played this one in the past. But as I'm watching this, the 40 level, which is right around here, it seems to be a very good level for resistance. It's come up and tested it very close through the week. And if we go back even a couple weeks, that's where the gap is at the 40 level. So I'll be watching this to maybe be on the downside for 40. As we can see here, it just dropped below the 50 moving average and it's testing it to come back up. I do think it has a range down to, potentially even getting to 30. So I think a lot of it will be determined on how the market responds this week. And I know there's a few more companies still waiting to report earnings. So those are my 6 stocks that I'll be watching. I do not have any spreads that are open currently inside of my portfolio, but I'm hoping to change that early this week. All right. So we'll be back Friday to recap how the week went, how this watch list went. Hopefully it goes as well as the last 2 weeks, because the last 2 weeks, if you go back and watch the watch list from Sunday night and then the results of that watch list on Friday, most of them have come through pretty well. All right. Well, I'll be back Friday. Trade well this week. Goodbye.